I think that she knew it was still wrong of her to cheat on me, basically. But I think that she also did not want to be in this situation. And I'm giving her really the benefit of the doubt because I don't think that she wanted to be in that situation. And I think that she was trying to get out of it. I think that she was just trying to get out of it without hurting anybody's feelings at all. And that was impossible. Somebody was always going to get hurt. And so she, in her trying to avoid hurting anybody, she ended up sort of taking the whole ship down. You know, and I'm not saying it was all her. I mean, it kind of was, but it was a lot of people. It was a bad situation. So my point in saying all that was that I don't think that I think because we were dating and we were fairly happy, I don't think that she was chomping at the bit to get a text from him to the point where she would say something in person to him that was like, why haven't you texted me? Or something. Because remember, it's only been a day so far. It's only been 24 hours. And I just sort of, I didn't really know what my next move was going to be because I guess the right thing to do would have been to just admit what I had done and admit that, yes, it's kind of like that thing where you snoop on your partner's devices and then you find that they are cheating on you. That doesn't necessarily make the snooping right. The snooping was still wrong. It's just that now the fact that you both were in that situation at all means the relationship was bad. So you just have to get out of it, right? So the right thing to do and the mature thing to do would have been to just end it. But I did not want to do that because I was not in the frame of mind to do the right thing and the mature thing. I was hurt. I was pissed. I wanted revenge. I'll just say it. I felt like I am the only one in this situation who has got their ass kicked. I am the person who's never stands up for himself in this situation. I'm the person who's at the bottom of the totem pole. I want to I don't know. I don't know what I wanted. That's the thing. I don't know. So, I was kind of giving my girlfriend the cold shoulder. You know, because I didn't want to do, you know, it was sort of like, she would be like, hey, do you want to hang out tonight? And I'd be like, not really. You know, or I didn't think I said it like that, but I said, oh, you know, I'm really tired. And so I think I'm going to try to take tonight to be by myself. And she said, okay, that's fine. You know, very nice. Let me know if and then she said, you sure nothing's wrong? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. A lie. And she was like, you sure? You know, it's one of those things where you sort of ping pong back and forth. You're like, you sure? You sure? You sure? You sure? But I was like, yes, I'm totally fine. Everything's fine. And she didn't buy it, but, you know, there's only so much you can do when somebody repeatedly says, no, nothing's wrong. So I went home and I was just a wreck. You know, I started drinking a lot and combining the pills. And I was just I remember very vividly sitting on my porch with my phone in one hand and the bottle in the other, and I was just, I could feel the steam coming off of my head, sitting out there. And I sent a text. My girlfriend, you know, she had told me enough about their relationship for me to have some background as to why they broke up. You know, because a couple of times I had said, I'm a little jealous of the fact that you two dated and now you're still friends and all this stuff. And she had told me, no, don't worry. he was, he was just really boring, and he was not good in bed, and he had a small thing, and all of that stuff. And he just wasn't right for me because I didn't love him to a certain extent towards the end. That's just what she said. She said I didn't love him. So knowing all of that information, I started typing out a message to him as my girlfriend that was basically a really long letter where I said, it's over once and for all. And also, here's all the things about you that I never told you to your face, but I can't keep them a secret anymore. And I told her basically everything that she had told me about him and their relationship that she didn't like. I turned it up to an 11. And I put it all in this long, long text. And I was sort of thinking most of the time doing it, I am just going to type this out so that I feel better. I'm not going to send it. Well, I don't think I was really, honestly, I'm giving myself a lot of credit in retrospect. I don't think I was thinking anything at all. I don't think that prefrontal cortex was doing anything. I think that I was all effed up. And so the only thing in my brain was a smoldering pile of ashes. A red hot blob of hatred and insecurity and destructiveness. I don't think that's a word, but you know what I mean. So I typed out the long message, and before I knew it, I had hit send. And it was sort of one of those things where I was like, I could barely even see. I couldn't hold the phone up. I was about to go to bed. I was about to fall asleep and pass out right there. I think I did a couple times. All I remember was that I was laying down like this, like drooling. And I came to, and I just saw my long message was blue. And then I remember the effed up me, even the effed up me was like, oh crap. Back to loopy land. And that's the sort of, this has happened you ever black out one night and then you get up the next morning and you're like, oh, my life is great, everything's fine. And then all of a sudden you open your phone and you see some evidence from the night before and you're like, and you don't even know what happened. It's like you've got to figure it all out yourself too. That's what happened. And I said, well, I got to go to work. I don't know what, that's the one thing that I know I have to do, is I have to go to work on time. Sometimes it's nice when your life completely falls apart to have one sort of constant scheduled thing. So it's like, I have to be at work by 9 o'clock. Okay, I'm going to go. Went to work, and I had also texted my girlfriend as me, and I said, I'm on my way, I'd see you soon, or whatever, because she said good morning, blah, 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 whatever. And I got there, and she was already there, but there was no sign of, what did I say his name was? Tim. And I was sort of like panicking because I was kind of like, the jig is up here, I think I pushed it I regretted sending that text the night before, and I think I pushed it too far with them. And then Tim still the hour, then it was like 9:30, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, no Tim. People were calling him, trying to get a hold of him, nothing. And so they were, I was sort of trying to, me and my girlfriend were like, well, I'm sure he's fine. Sometimes he just sleeps in, or maybe he had a long night out, and he just, or maybe